Welcome into this FM in 5. We're going to talk about something that causes a lot of confusion with new players and old players alike in Football Manager, and that is the star rating system. The star rating is almost undoubtedly the first method of measure that you use to determine how good a player was relative to every other player. It's assigned to every player in the team. Initially, you don't even know where it's coming from, and it seems to tell you who's better and who's worse, like most games where you get an overall rating, FIFA for example, that tells you exactly how good a player is. But pretty quickly as people play the game, there seems to be this certain disenfranchisement from the star rating as a whole. There's a lot of hate goes into the star rating because it is a coach's opinion. You get to choose the coach, a coach's opinion of the players on your team. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, even when you say it, but I'm going to tell you when to pay attention to the star rating and when not to, and then you can use what you've learned watching this video and learn playing the game for yourself to fill in the gray areas of how much weight to put behind those 1 to 5 stars that hopefully are gold. One of the most useful applications for the star rating is actually what you probably do right when you join the game. You might just go to the squad screen up here and look at the star rating, but I prefer to go to team report, team depth chart. Then you can pick the coach that you want to use. Of course, picking the coach that has the best judging potential or judging player ability and potential ability, because you can finagle the depth chart to show you potential as well. But player ability is the one you want to choose, and then it lays out the tactic that you have chosen. And just the first thing I do when I get to a new club, every time I've been at 8 different clubs on my Twitch save now. Link is down below, by the way. I stream 4 times a week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Hopefully you can hop in and check that out. If you choose, we have a good time. Back. And at each of those clubs from my Twitch save, I come here first, I look at who we have, and the star rating will give you a general idea with your best coach who you have at each position that's going to be able to play well. You can see where the depth is perhaps lacking in terms of world-class level, and you can see where you're spoiled for choice necessarily. You got to keep in mind, obviously, the players can repeat, so when you see these great star ratings, both of these guys are in the starting lineup, but I think coming to the depth chart and bringing up your star rating is a good idea. Gives you a good idea of who you have on the team right away. To break that down, you obviously want to click on the players, look at their individual attributes, and then decide which one you want to have in your lineup, but which one works better with your tactics, so on and so forth. The star rating, though, is going to be a good general guide from the team depth chart view to give you an idea of who you want to play. Once you've broken down your team initially in the team depth chart or in the squad view, however you want to do it, do not ever let that star rating dictate your decision making compared to what you see on the field. This game has a hidden mechanic. There are hidden attributes on each individual player. There are hidden traits that are not going to be reflected necessarily completely in the star rating, because very rarely is the coach going to be perfect in terms of telling you who's better. And even then, you have 2 4.5 star players. Who the heck are you going to play? So always trust your eyes over the star rating after you look at that depth chart. Also, in a bit of a strange sentence to say, do not believe the stars that are assigned to your player in the tactics screen, because those stars are in relation to how well the player can perform at the position in relation to their ability to perform at their favorite position. But I would still rather have Kylian Mbappe playing as a trequartista than anybody else in my team, because I think it gives him a lot of opportunity to facilitate. Now, his preferred position is if I play him as an advanced forward, which I don't think gets as much out of Mbappe. And generally, not knowing a position just means that they're going to be out of position more often and not really know where to go. And I'm perfectly happy with Kylian Mbappe being anywhere, but you really don't want somebody playing center back that doesn't know where to go. You get the idea. So even though in star rating, Kylian Mbappe is the worst player in this lineup, he's definitely not the worst player in this lineup. So the star rating when it comes to the tactics screen, because this guy right here is never the worst player on the field. Always trust the buttes and trust your eyes before the star rating, but don't completely discount it because it can tell you a lot and certainly help you get acclimated. I believe we're fresh out of time, but I hope this helped you out. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like it, leave a comment if you have anything that you think I should add or if this really did help you out. And you can subscribe because there's a lot more where this came from. I try and get 2 videos up every week on top of the streaming. Also got some social links down there if you just really want to socialize. I'm so down.